I had a dream last night. We drove out to see Las Vegas. We lost ourselves in the bright lights. I wish you could.
Hey, it's me, Richie T, at the Warped Tour with Derek from Mayday Parade. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm going to go ahead and take these headphones off because I want to look cool with a guy with hair like that. These don't. I'm not in the same ballpark. Let's talk about Warped Tour. Have you already played today?
We have. We play at 2 o'clock today.
2 o'clock today.
Yeah.
Mayday Parade. Let's get this out of the way. The name comes from what?
It's really just a name we threw together. The guys just kind of came up with it, and we went with it. I wish there was a cool story, but there's.
But
yeah.
like, you don't know like the lore about like, well, they were sitting around and we had a gig that Friday night and we had to come down with a name. It wasn't anything like that.
Well, so close to it. We had recorded 2 songs before we had a name, and we were like, well, we got to put these. Once we got the songs back, we're like, well, we got to put them up, like on MySpace, whatever, So we got to have a name. So we just kind of had a meeting that night and just came up with Mayday Parade and went with it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it band meeting? Do you take roll at a band meeting? You're like, Derek, yes, present.
I feel like we used to call it Council of the Elders.
Really?
And we would like get together and like have a meeting, and we would like take it very be like kind of as a joke, but it would be like very formal. But now we don't really do that anymore.
Where does that come from? The Council of the Elders.
That was just the name we came up with. It
thing.
just seemed appropriate, I guess. I don't know.
How long has Mayday Parade been together for?
It's been almost 9 years.
Holy crap!
Yeah, this fall will be 9 years.
So have you done the Warped Tour before?
This is our 5th time.
Are you guys crazy?
Hey, it's great. I love Warped Tour, and we have it easy now because we've done it a few times in a van, and that's truly like the difficult, experience. And so now doing it in a bus these last few times, there's not really much to complain about,
Difference between a van and a bus. Obviously, you get more room. But what else? As being a 5-year veteran of the Warped Tour, what do you learn from this thing?
The most crucial thing is that doing this tour in a van, the reason why it's so tough is because it's an all-day thing. You have to get there early in the morning, and you leave late at night. So if there's no time to stop and sleep through the night. So basically, you try and sleep the best you can in a crowded van. And if it's your turn to drive, you just don't get any sleep that night.
Yeah.
And you can't really sleep in the van during the day because it's crazy hot. So you don't sleep much if you're doing Warped Tour in a van.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
I would think that that would be like, and this band was found on the side of the road tonight. Like, it seems like that's just a recipe for like Red Bull heart attacks or rollover accidents between city and city.
Yeah, there's been a lot of, it's obviously terribly dangerous to drive tired, but yeah, a lot of driving real tired, on Warped Tour. But, you just truck through it and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I want to talk about these bracelets. If you can check out these bracelets, show the camera these bracelets.
I got a lot of them.
That's at least got to be like 30 bracelets. What's the story on all those bracelets you wear, Derek?
So I just get a lot of them,
from fans or friends?
From fans, yeah. I mean, it's been years that I've done it, basically, where, we in the early days, we used to get a lot of bracelets, and we would never really wear them, and I just decided one day I'm just going to start wearing these bracelets that we get. Then as you start doing it, more and more people kind of, respond to that and bring even more. So it's been several years, and they come and go. Like right now, it's kind of a lot. I'll take some of these off soon, and I kind of, take some off, keep some on, but I keep all of them, so I have just like a few grocery bags just full of bracelets.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Do you have any particular stories about any of these that like,
really,
this one was a old lady at our show who,
I wish, but I get so many like in every day. Like there's a lot of them are thrown up on stage. A lot of them are just given to me like at signings or whatever. Sometimes people like give us like notes and stuff and put bracelets in them, and just whatever. I get them all kinds of places. So.
How does it come about that you're the band that's known for getting bracelets?
I don't know. I think it's like something that people like years ago used to do probably for a lot of bands, and it just depends on if the band if none of us had ever worn them, I feel like we wouldn't have kept getting so many, But just simply because I wear them, I think I get a lot more of them, and it just kind of has become a thing,
As I look at it, it literally, if you're just listening to this, it's probably, I would say that's probably like 40 or 50 bracelets. I would think getting out of the shower, your arm would then be like 20, 25 pounds heavier than the other one.
Yeah, that's actually the worst part about it is because I don't take them off, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of them, and they're kind of, there's kind of like layers of them,
Yeah, like some that don't even see the light of day.
Yeah, exactly. I have a pretty the difference here.
Oh yeah, that's completely
So,
tan on the arm, and then underneath just stark white.
But it's really not so bad. I've kind of like gotten used to it now. So yeah.
But what an awesome devotion to your fans, though. I think that's huge because I mean, You don't have to do that. You know, you could just be like, whatever. Thanks for the bracelet. Garbage.
Yeah, I figure it makes people happy, so may as well do it.
What's for the future for Mayday Parade?
So this is almost done here, and then we have a few weeks off, and we're doing Reading and Leeds Festival in the UK.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
It's our first time doing that. Very excited about it.
Is it first time playing international, or just first time doing?
Oh yeah, no, we've been to the UK about 8 times. But this will be our first time doing that festival, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be great. And then we're doing a tour in the fall. It hasn't been announced yet, but we're going to be announcing it very soon.
Announce it. Let's do it. Come on, we don't have to tell anybody. Go ahead.
I wish. I'll get in so much trouble.
Isn't that silly how you would get in trouble like that?
Yeah.
It's like, no, don't be anticipation. Don't be in anticipation to buy tickets to our show until Monday, and then be excited to buy tickets. Whatever.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that's, that's why it's. Sometimes I'm like, wait, have we announced that yet? Can I say that yet?
Yeah.
I don't.
Is that okay?
It's hard to keep track of. Yeah.
Can I do that? No, I can't do that yet. Oh shoot. And in the couple weeks off that you have, what do you like to do? Not music. You can't talk about music. What do you like to do in that break?
Well, I actually have I have a daughter, so I have like.
Congratulations!
Home. Thank you. Yeah. She's almost 3. So it's like I'm dad when I'm home, and that's my main thing, and it's great. I'm very lucky to be able to still have both, like be able to do that, the family life at home, and then we're at a point where it makes sense. This is our job and our way of making a living. We're able to keep on going at it, and my girlfriend's amazing, and she's great with taking care of her at home and everything. So yeah, it works out, and I just enjoy getting to spend time at home with them for sure. What's
the hardest thing about balancing that? Family and the road seems like that's two, completely different worlds. What's the hardest part about it?
It really is. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, like jumping back and forth between one to the other. But the hardest thing is just just missing big chunks of their life, and especially like in the early, like I said, she's almost 3 now. But like when she was first born and we would tour, it was like we'd go on tour for a month or 2 and come back, and she would be just so drastically different than she would have grown up so much, and everything's just so different. And it's tough to miss big chunks like that, but we're able to work it out. I've seen her a bunch on this tour, and we FaceTime and everything,
cool.
And just we balance it out pretty well, and it's cool. Yeah.
In my mind, I kind of envision this whole thing where you're like, she's just born, and then you leave, and then you come back from a tour, and she's like, "What's up, Dad? How was tour?" And you're like, "What? Where did that come?"
Yeah. Thankfully, we're not on tour for that long at once. Yeah.
It's Derek from Mayday Parade. Best of luck to you guys on the tour that you're not allowed to mention that's coming up in the fall, and have a great Warped Tour.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Please don't tell me that I'm dreaming. We know